I got the power, you got the power, we've got the power.
Hold on, guys. Can you guys give us a note, please?
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power
To make all my dreams come true.
I got the power.
There's nothing I can't do.
I got the power.
To be anything I want.
I got the power inside of me.
Don't you see now?
I got the power inside of me.
Every day I'm wasting my time thinking that someone else is going to do it all for me. I've got to get up, get out, get in, just get started. Take one step towards my destiny. I'll define my direction with clear-cut intention. Declare what will be, and then watch it come to me. Oh, I got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power. There's nothing I can't do. No, I got the power to be anything I want now.
I got the power inside of me.
What you say now?
I got the power inside of me.
There are days when I feel I'm just no good. Days when I don't even want to try. But when I stop, look and listen and surrender, I hear a voice of truth I can't deny. It says, you know you can do it. Just get down to it. Have faith in yourself and the will to see it through. Well, I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power. There's nothing I can't do. No, I got the power to be anything I want now.
I got the power inside of me.
What you say now?
I got the power inside of me.
In those times when I feel so frightened and it seems like I just can't go on, I've got to look deep inside, 'cause that's where I'll find the power, the power, the power inside of me. Yeah. I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power. There's nothing I can't do. Oh, I got the power to be anything I want now.
I got the power inside of me.
What you say now?
I got the power inside of me.
Well,
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power.
now,
I've got the power inside of me.
oh,
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power inside of me. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power inside of me.
last time.
I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power inside of me.
Good morning, Unity. I am Tanya Duvall. I am member at large here on the board. Want to say welcome and good morning to everyone made it here, everyone watching online, and everyone en route. We are so glad that you are here. If there are any first-time visitors, if you would wave your hand so we can say hello. Good morning. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, and at this time, we want to say happy birthday to anyone celebrating a birthday, anyone celebrating an anniversary, a pet anniversary. If you want to stand, we have a special selection just for you.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rock. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young.
All right, we need a dedicated volunteer for the cafe. If there's a husband and wife team, that is fine. We have Michaela, who had been diligent in getting the coffee bar set up every Sunday, but unfortunately, August is her last month. So please get with Reverend Brenda, myself. If you all are interested, you want to form your own team and do rotations, that would be great. All right, we have the Ecstatic Posture Spirit Journey on Friday, August the 12th at 7 in the History Room. For more information, you can contact Demore Alexander. And it is a suggested $5 love offering. We still are accepting applications for members to our online directory. There are forms available out by the ticket booth in the cafe. And if you have questions, our board member Sherry is back there. Sherry, wave her hand. Hippie Fest. We are still looking for volunteers to work Unity's booth. Hippie Fest is going to be August 20th and 21st, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can sign up through the e-blast or by emailing Unity. We are going to have a special guest September 11th here at Unity from Unity of Hawaii, Emmy Award-winning singer-songwriter Faith Rivera. She is going to be the featured musician and speaker on that Sunday, September 11th here at Unity. Suggested love offering, $15. Our Circulation Day. Circulation Day, if you are not familiar with that, you take what you have at home that is no longer serving you, you thank it, and you release it for circulation. You bring it here to Unity. We have a lovely display out in the parking lot, and you can also find new treasures to take back home with you as well. We have a volunteer sign up on the wall near the Lending Library in the cafe, Saturday, September 17th. It is free. We will now be led in a word of prayer.
So let's all go ahead and just get centered and get into that moment of prayer, that connection. And as we center into our divineness, knowing that we are one, we take the heat of the day and we let it surround us, feeling that energy, feeling that sunshine, knowing that this too shall pass, and soon we will all be cold. And as we are cold, then we will wish that we would be surrounded by that love and heat. So let us all know that everything ebbs and flows. everything ebbs and flows as in and around and through you as you. And so let's take a deep breath into that and know that we are one, we are harmonious, we are joyful, and we are here and present. And so it is. Amen.
So now we're going to ask everyone to stand up and join us for the Spirit song. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. 5, 6, 7, and celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music.
Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music.
Let's clap our hands.
All right, I know many of you know this song. So as the band begins to play, you're going to get maybe a little bit more interested in what we're doing. I don't know. I see about 3 or 4 people asleep back there.
This is your celebration.
Come on, here we are. Everybody sing, woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah. It's your celebration. Celebrate your life. Come on. Let's celebrate. Hey. Celebrate your life. Come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate and party with you. Come on now.
Celebration.
We gonna celebrate and have a good time.
Celebration.
We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. Oh, it's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah. It's a celebration. Woo-hoo. Hey. Everybody sing. Celebrate good times, come on. Whoa, it's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gonna celebrate and party with you. Come on now.
Celebration.
We gonna celebrate and have a good time.
Celebration.
We gonna celebrate and have a good time. Oh, it's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Everyone around the
Everybody,
world,
come on. Woo-hoo! Yeah, that way. It's a celebration. Woo-hoo! Come on, everybody. Hey, it's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, yeah. Everybody celebrate now. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. We're going to have a good time today. Let's celebrate.
It's all right. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. When? Today. Let's celebrate. It's all right. Hey, we're gonna have a good time. When? Today. Let's celebrate. Oh, it's all right. Celebration. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Everybody, a couple more times on this. Woohoo! Yeah! Woohoo! Hey, it's a celebration. Everybody, one more time. Woohoo! Yeah, that way. Oh, yeah, come on, singers. Celebrate your life. Come on. Two more times. We got this one. Everybody sing loud for me. Celebrate your life. Come on. Here it is, man. Oh, yeah. Celebrate your life. Come on.
Here we go. Say hello to my new friend, everybody. Today's words of inspiration are brought to you today by our prayer chaplain, Lucy Long. Lucy, are you in here? There she is, Lucy. She will be available for prayer, to lift you up in prayer or hold you in prayer in our chapel, which is by the history room there to the west after service. This passage is from Walking on the Wind, Cherokee Teachings for Harmony and Balance by Michael Garrett. We read, I do not remember the first time I heard the saying, if you find the end of the rainbow, you'll find a pot of gold. It sounded strange to me at the time, but it was, nonetheless, something that I tucked away somewhere in the back of my mind. After all, one never knows when one might need a pot of gold. However, as a child, it was mainly the mystery of the whole thing that struck me. I do not remember the first time I actually saw a rainbow or where it was, but I do know that its quiet beauty struck my heart with such awe that it touched something deep within me. Just seeing a rainbow catches you quite off guard and somehow makes you stop and look and wonder. I suppose it is like finding a pot of gold, although I have never had the pleasure. But I am fortunate to be able to say that I have been given many gifts during my time on Mother Earth, and seeing a rainbow has been among the more cherished of them. It is sacred. And just as the rainbow is sacred, so is my life. Yes, my life is sacred to me. That may sound a bit arrogant at first, but only because of how it sounds rather than what it means to me.
Have you ever seen the wonder in the glimmer of first sight? As the eyes begin to open and the blindness meets the light. If you have so say, I see the world in light. I see the world in wonder. I see the world in life, bursting in living color. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. Have you ever seen the wonders in the air of second light? Having come out of the waters with the old one left behind. If you have so say, I see the world in light. I see the world in wonder. I see the world in light, bursting in living color. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. I see the world in grace. I see the world in gospel. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. I'm walking in the wonder. You're the wonder in the world, turning wilderness to wonder. Oh, I'll say, I see the world in love. I see the world in freedom. I see the Jesus way. You're the wonder in the world. I see the world your way, and I'm not afraid to follow. I see the world your way, and I'm not ashamed to say so. I see the Jesus way, and I'm walking in the light. I see the world in light. I see the world in wonder. I see the world in life, bursting in living color. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. Ooh, I'll say, I see the world in grace. I see the world in gospel. I see the world your way, and I'm walking in the light. I'm walking in the wonder. You're the wonder in the world, turning wilderness to wonder. Oh, I'll say, I see the world in love. I see the world in freedom. I see the oneness way. You're the wonder in the world, turning wilderness to wonder. You're the wonder in the world, turning wilderness to wonder.
Good morning. It is so good to see everyone. Welcome. I am Reverend Brenda Peters if you're new here. And I just came back from my own little mini vacation last week, and it was wonderful. Well, thank you. So I'm glad to be back. All right, and while I was on that vacation, this talk came to me. I know you've all had these times, and some people call them God things, right? God things, God moments, coincidences, uplifting, synchronicities, right? You get the feel of what I'm talking about? Experiencing the divine. That's what I'm going to talk about today. It's experiencing the divine. Now, we've heard of many other people in big ways experiencing the divine, right? We've had Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, who are our co-founders, and that's why we're all here, is because they started this movement. And if you remember Myrtle, when she always wanted to recharge, she would go out in nature and walk in nature and be of nature, so she could feel one, remind herself that she is one with nature and everyone and everything. But then also her big spiritual experience, she had tuberculosis for all of her life. And then she decided to meditate and pray. And it's told that she had a chair, and she put a picture of Jesus in the chair. and she would meditate and pray with Jesus. And after 2 years of doing this consistently, she was cured of tuberculosis. That's a spiritual experience, wouldn't you say? Yeah. And so then she prayed with others and, healed and cured. Now, healing, remember, does not always mean curing, right? So she prayed with others, and this is how the movement grew. So let's take another. How about Jesus? We all know about Jesus, right? Jesus, my homeboy. He was a man, and he had the experience of walking through the desert in 40 days, right? And being tempted and going through a lot of different experiences, but that whole thing was a very big spiritual experience that kind of shifted him a little bit, right? And so we all know that out of that came Christianity. How about Buddha? Buddha's spiritual experience was sitting underneath the Bodhi tree, and he did that because he was looking for something and seeking, and he wasn't finding and wasn't feeling what he was seeking for. So he sat underneath the tree and meditated. And so it is said that he became enlightened. And yet another spiritual experience is Muhammad with Islam. Excuse me. And he had visions and experiences, spiritual experiences of his own that led him to write the Quran. And that led him or inspired others to start Islam. Those are big spiritual experiences, wouldn't you say? Excuse me. Huge spiritual experiences. And so is that to say that all of us, what are they for, right? Is that to say that all of us are supposed to have these huge spiritual experiences and start all these new faiths and religions and way of being? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So what are spiritual experiences for? What are they for? The personal aha moments, right. And this is what I came to, like when I was having my own spiritual experience last weekend, being out in nature. Not only did I have that, but I came to an awareness that I have needed to have for a long time. And I came into a different way of being that has shifted in me a lot of how I do, what I say, how I think, how I feel. And yet, as you know, in the hero's journey, there's always that temptation to go back to the way that we always were, right? Or to fail, or to quit, or to say we can't do it, or just to, that's not a spiritual experience. That's just weird. That's a weird thing that happened to me the other day. I got a check in the mail for $1 million. That's just weird, right? No. No, it's not. And that's why we need to start, I feel, and what I'm doing, and I invite you to join me, is to be in these moments when spiritual experiences happen. Don't just say, I'm not Jesus, so I can't experience that. Or I'm not Buddha, or I'm not Muhammad, or I'm not Charles of Myrtle Fillmore. You are divine. That is our first principle, right? Second principle, sorry. That's our second. So you are divine. And spiritual experiences do happen to you. So stop excusing them away and experience the divine. Today, I know all of you have seen it. We put up the concrete barriers, for the taco place. That was all a drama, but we got through it. And we also wanted to paint, right? Not to just put up a barrier, but to send a message to people. And so we did. We had them painted with the words love, unity, peace, and joy. And joy, thank you. And so I invited today the person, her name is Kat. And Kat, if you want to come on up. She is the one who did the painting. But as her and I were talking, I would see her painting, and I would go out there and I would talk to her. And every time I talked to her, she would tell me these wonderful, incredible things that have happened. And that's part of what I want you to hear from her, is what her spiritual experience was while painting those. So I'm going to turn it over to Kat. So go ahead. It should be on.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Here, stay right over here.
Right
Your
here.
center stage.
Good morning. How are y'all doing? I've got to name it. I have fear of standing up here. First off, I want to thank Brenda for asking me to paint the boundary between Unity Church and the folks next door. She asked me to do this without proof that I could create something beautiful that would be pleasing to both sides. It was terrifying, wonderful, scary, all the things that came into ego. Am I gonna be able to do it good enough? Are people gonna like it? Am I gonna fail? That's what came into my head. I didn't have faith in myself at first. And secondly, I want to thank her for asking me to share my experience. I've learned that by doing things that are uncomfortable, the things that challenge me, is where I meet my source, my spirit. I'm going to give you a 2-minute background. I was a cattle rancher until I was 56 years old in the middle of nowhere. I had very little contact with people, but I know cattle. And then I moved to Omaha. So the songs that you guys sang, oh my gosh, that was incredible. All of the words, all of the experiences in those songs are what I've been going through for the last 7 years. I want to talk to you about that painting. Okay. I started painting 5 years ago. I had a spiritual breakdown in my life. My whole world changed. And I was trying to find a way to get out of my head, to find some joy. And I went and bought a canvas and some little paintbrushes and some acrylic tubes. And I started painting. And I don't know if y'all have noticed the flowers on the end caps of those boundaries. Behind every flower, there is a word of affirmation. And I started doing that as a way to pray. The first morning I was here, Brenda had said, don't come too early.
So my early and her early might have been a little bit different. And I got here about 6:30 in the morning, and I unloaded my car, and I'm sitting on my stool, and I start painting, and this gentleman comes from beside the building. And to be honest with you, it scared me. I'm from nowhere where there's not very many people, and I got in my car, and I sat there, and I realized we're all the same. You know, we're all the same. We all have different challenges. We all have different opportunities, but we're all the same. And I got back out and I started painting. And what happened in this process is I found a place in me that was quiet, that was really, really quiet. And I would be painting, and I'd be lost in this quiet little space, and a car would come peeling through your parking lot, and right behind me, and my back's to them. And I'm going, okay. And, you know, 4 out of 5 times, it was somebody stopping to say, to tell me their story. I had a gal pull in the parking lot, and we sat and talked for about 15 minutes, and she told me her story. And this painting evidently made her remember she had lost her son, and she saw those flowers, and that's what this is all about. She shared her story with me, and then I shared my story with her, and I grew. You know, I grew. My source gave me connection with somebody that I would never meet, probably on a normal day, and there was a connection there that without this experience I never would have had. So the quiet while I'm painting, it's a meditative time for me, and contemplative. I never know what's going to happen. I don't draw out a plan. I'm not a planner, I'm a doer. But it breaks me open when I paint, and I realize that I learn most through failure. I learn the important connection to my source through my not doing it quite right. And you know, that's such a good place to be. I'm kind of getting off, guys. I used to try to, I'm a closet perfectionist, okay? And I needed things to be perfect around me. And, you know, I had this most amazing spiritual experience while I was painting. I told Brenda, you know, I can forgive myself. I can forgive myself for not being perfect, and I'm not unwounded, and I'm not innocent. And I've missed a lot of my life trying to be perfect, trying to keep everything in a straight line. And today I kind of like to live in the messy. You know. Gosh. The messy is where I meet the people that change my world. You know, the the humanness. I don't know. I'm getting way.
Tell us about what happened before service.
Okay, you guys. I got to tell you, Brent, I was, of course, I'm a little bit nervous. This is not my deal. You know, I'm okay in the parking lot by myself. So Brenda and I walk up here, and she's kind of telling me, you know, how this is all going to go. And I just got chills. I mean, it was another tap on the shoulder of God being right here, right now, right there. Before I came in, I was journaling in my car, and this is what I wrote. I try to live in a divine dialogue between innocence, faith, and experience. And by that, I learn what I need to know. And then Brenda was telling me the topic of the sermon was divine connection, divine experience. And I'm just so grateful for being able to do the boundary. Okay, guys, thank you.
No, thank you, Kat. Thank you, Kat. Yes. And she's having another spiritual experience as we speak. So as you can see, it happens. And why is that? So that we, like I said, so we can all start another faith? No. It's so that we can feel that connection to our God, source, divine, universe, whatever you want to call it. So make sure that you experience the divine. Make sure you're aware. Make sure you're open and mindful to these moments. And don't just slough them off, all right? Because the next one is waiting for you. Namaste. And now we will go into a time of meditation. So if you would, please go ahead and lower your gaze or close your eyes, whatever you feel comfortable with. And just get comfortable in your chair. Seeing and feeling the energy of the moment, of the day. Being here. We hear and we feel that spiritual experience. We feel and we know. And as we know and as we connect with God, with our higher power, we breathe into this moment. Being here, allowing ourselves to really tap in, to really be, allowing ourselves the energy, allowing ourselves to feel, feeling in to each and every moment, no matter how big or small they are. We show up with that divine love that is centered inside of us. And as we radiate that love out to others, it comes back tenfold. And so now, in the moment of the silence, we will be with that energy and with that love. knowing that we can come back to this silence whenever we need to, and we can be one. We can feel that energy and that peace. We can have that connection, that relationship with our God. We come back to this space, wiggling our fingers and our toes, feeling the air circulating through our lungs, feeling our heart beating. And as we slowly open our eyes, we see the wonderful and beautiful people around us. For we are a community. We are Unity of Omaha. And so it is. Amen. And now is the time when we demonstrate our prosperity by giving and receiving. And through this, if you are online, go ahead and text 402-543-5339 or go to unityomaha.org, scroll down and click that donate button. And you can always donate by mail. But for those of you who are in person, feel free to come up to the chalice and put your love offering. But don't forget to take an affirmation, and also make sure you do a denial with that affirmation. And would everybody say the prosperity affirmation that was in July that I forgot to do for August? Yay! All right, so I'm human. Hey, welcome. Okay, centered in God, my hopes and dreams blossom. All right.
Think there's nothing new under the sun. And if it's possible, it's already been done. And if you think the stage is already set, think again.
You ain't seen nothing yet. The sun will come up with a wave of your hand. You're smack dab in the middle of the promised land. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it.
If you think you finally made your bed, there ain't nothing down that road ahead. And if you think this is as good as it gets, think again.
You ain't seen nothing yet. The sun will come up with a wave of your hand. You're smack dab in the middle of the promised land. It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. Believe it to receive it. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh yeah, they're gonna play. How many of you know that if you put in, you will get something out? Sometimes that something out of it hasn't been seen yet. But you can know if you sow, you can reap, right?
You ain't seen nothing yet. The sun will come up with a wave of your hand.
You're smack
You're
dab.
smack dab in the middle
Hey.
of the promised
Oh,
land.
it turned out.
It all turned out just the way that you planned. Believe it, you will see it. Believe it to receive it. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. And you
Oh, you ain't seen nothing.
seen nothing.
You ain't seen
You
nothing.
ain't seen nothing.
You ain't
yet.
seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing.
You ain't seen nothing.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, you ain't.
You ain't seen nothing.
You ain't seen
You
nothing.
ain't seen nothing.
You ain't
yet.
seen nothing
And
yet.
you ain't seen nothing.
You ain't seen
You ain't
nothing.
seen nothing.
You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Hold on.
Wait until he's back in the booth. Oh, thank you, Alicia. All right, so let's go ahead and bless these tithes and offerings. All right, seeing that energy, feeling that energy pulsing through all of us, and the love offering that have been given here today, we take those in because we know that as they come in, they go out and send the message of peace, love, and harmony and prayer that we are about in here at Unity of Omaha, knowing that this will move our movement forward and that we will spread that joy throughout the world. And so it is. Amen. And everybody, please join me for the prayer for protection. And let's all remember, I say the yellows and you say the whites. Here we go. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Go experience, be one, be divine. Come with me. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Oh, they're coming. Hey! Thanks, Susie.
It happened the moment when you were revealed, 'cause you were a dream that just should not have been a fantasy real. You gave me this beating, baby, this rhythm inside. You made me feel good and feel nice and feel loved. Gave me paradise. So shouldn't I realize? Oh yeah, you're the highest of the high. And if you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder. So shouldn't I realize? Oh, you're the highest of the high. And if you don't know, then I'll say it. So don't ever wonder, don't ever wonder. So tell me how long it's gonna take until you speak, babe. 'Cause I can't live my life without you here by my side. Ooh, ooh, you gave me a feeling in my life. Oh, so shouldn't I realize, hey, you're the highest of the high. And if you don't know, then I'll say it, so don't ever wonder. Ooh, shouldn't I realize, hey baby, you're the highest of the high. And if you don't know, then I'll say it, so don't ever wonder. Oh, shouldn't I realize, baby, you're the highest of the high. And if you don't know, then I'll say it, so don't ever wonder. Shouldn't I realize, ooh, you're the highest of the high. Ooh, and if you don't know, then I'll say it, so don't ever wonder. So don't ever wonder. So don't ever wonder. So don't ever wonder.